Hello and welcome to Quick Tips, the Elementor website design course video series. In the previous videos, I have shown you how to create header section, footer section, and how to change the site settings of the Elementor website. Now in this video, we are going to work on the home page of the website. We are going to add different sections on the home page. We will start with the slider at the top. So let's go back to the footer section that we were working on. The footer is already created and we changed the site settings. Now click on this Elementor icon and click on Exit to WordPress. So you will be back to the WordPress dashboard. Now let's go to dashboard again. We created the home page. Click on the pages and go to home page, edit. Alright, so this is how the home page will look. In the right hand panel, you will see the template. Click on default template and you will see different templates that you can select from. Now here you will see option Elementor Canvas. If you use Elementor Canvas template, you will not be able to see the header and the footer section on the page. Now we are going to use the Elementor page builder to create all the pages on the website. So in that case, we are going to use Elementor full width. So select Elementor full width template and click on save. Now here you will see the option edit with Elementor. Click on edit with Elementor. So you will be on the home page of the website. We have the header and the footer on the home page. If I click on the templates, you will see some blocks are already created, which you can use to add on the home page. So if you go here under category, you will see different templates. And if you are using Elementor template kit, you will see all the templates here under my templates. You will see the header and the footer that we created for the website here. All right, so let's close this one. We are going to add the section manually. So click on the plus sign and click on Flexbox. And we are going to use single column structure for the slider. And we are going to use the single column structure. Now on the home page at the top, usually you will find a slider or the hero section where you can add some sliding images and the content. So we are going to create the slider manually. All right, so click on the plus sign and search for slider. So you will see different options here: image carousel, slides, and carousel. So I'll show you what is the difference between all these options and we will use one of them. So let's start with the image carousel. Click on it, drag it and drop it here. And here you will see images that you can add for the carousel. Click on the plus sign and I'm going to add some images here. I have already downloaded some images. Let me close this one and let me show you. I'm using elements.envato.com to download images as well as Elementor template kits to create websites for my clients. If you want to know how to create website using Elementor template kits, I'll give you the link in the description box. I have a separate video published on how to create a website using Elementor template kits. If you want to download unlimited photos, graphics, Elementor template kits, then you can use envato.elements.com. It is not costly. It will cost you only $16 per month, in which you can download unlimited items per month. All right, let's close this one. Let's go back. Let's upload some images. All right, so I have 3 images here, banner 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to select all the 3 images here. Click on create a new gallery. So these 3 images will be used as image carousel. You will see 3 images are added here. Now this is an image carousel. So you will see the sliding images here. Okay, let's close this one. And this is the image resolution. I'm going to select full. All right, so we have 3 images. Slides to show. So right now it is set to 3. If I select 1, only 1 image will be shown. And after that, you can navigate to the next one. All right, so this is going to be a single column. If you select 2, you will see 2 images will be selected for the carousel. All right, so I'm going to select 1 image. Stretch, let's say yes. So it will be using stretched image. Now you can see that it's not taking the full width. So I'm going to select this section here and select full width. Go to advanced. Padding, let's change it to 0. Margin, change it to 0. So entire section will take the full width. And you will see now this image is taking full width. All right, let's click on the image carousel, and these are the basic settings for the carousel. Do you want to show navigation? These are the navigation arrows and dots. You will see the arrows here and dots at the bottom. Okay, then we have icons for the arrows. Link, if you want to link them to particular pages, you can select the custom URL and add the link to the particular page, or you can also use media file. So if someone clicks on it, it will open the same image in the light box. So if I click on it, it will open the image in the light box. All right, now at the top you will see style settings. From here you can change the style settings for the image carousel. All right, so this is all about the image carousel. Now let's delete this one. Let me show you another option. Click on the plus sign again. Now we are using full width. Search for slide. The second one is slides. Click on it, drag it and drop it here. Now you will see these are the slides. We have background color and some content on the slide. This is the title, the text and the button. So we have 3 different slides here, and we can change the height of the slide. So I can change it to, let's say, 500 pixel, and this is going to be the height of this slide. So these are the slides. Okay, now let's see how we can customize it. This is the first slide. If I go here, you will see the background color of this slide. Content, you will see the slide content. This is the title, and this is the description, and this is the button text. Style, you will see the style settings. You can customize the style settings for each slide. If I go to background, instead of using the color, I can also use image. So I can choose one of the images here. Let's use banner 1. Select it, and that banner will be used. This is the image that is used here. Now these are the image settings. Style, cover, it is going to cover the width. Then burns effect, I can enable the burns effect. You will see the burns effect is there. It's coming out. Okay, you will see zoom in, out or in. Okay, after that, if you want, you can also add overlay color. So click on overlay color, and one color will be added over the image. Okay, you can change the color. Let's use dark black, so that the white text will look good. All right, let's delete the second and third one, so it will show only one slide here. We will add more slides later. So you will see the burns effect is there, again burns effect, as well as slide overlay. Okay, and if you want to change the content, you can go to content and enter the content here. All right, so you will see the content. Then we have some text here. All right, I'm not adding any customized text. I'm going to use the same one. Click here. Let's change it to contact us, and you can add the link to contact us button here. So when someone clicks on it, it will go to the contact page. Now let's customize it. Go to style settings here, and this is going to be the slide width. You will see this width is going to be 66% of the entire width. If I change it, you will see the width will be changed like this. Then we have padding. You can also use the padding. Currently it is horizontally center aligned. You can change it to left. Then text align, you can change it to left. Vertical position is to the middle. You can change it to the top or to the bottom. I'm going to keep it on middle. You will see the change. This one looks good. So this will be the position of the content. Then text shadow, if you want to add shadows, you can also add shadow to the text. Let's go to title. These are the title settings. You can change the color and the font settings for the title. Let's use yellow color. So you will see the color of the font, the title. From here you can change the size. This one looks good. If you want, you can also change the font. Let's go to description, and for the description we have a different font, so I'm going to change that font. Let's use this one, and let's change the size also. All right, and you can change the color also. Let's go to button. For the button, we are going to change the color. Let's use the background color, the blue one. Text color will be white. For the hover, we are going to change the color to the black. Text color will be white. So this is how it will look. And let's change the size. Let's add some border radius. All right, so this is the button. Now let's go back to the content again. We have only one slide. Let's duplicate this one. So if we have second slide here, go to the second slide, change the background color. It is set to plain color. Now let's add another image as a background. Okay, so we have second image here. Again, if you want, you can change the content here and use another content, or you can keep it as it is. You will see the content here. Let's duplicate it again and change the background color, background image again. Let's use the third one. So we have three different slides with three different background images, and the content will remain same. If you want, you can change the height. Let's see how does this look. This is how it is going to look. Let's go to the second slide. Let's go to the third slide. All right, this one also looks good. And if I go to border slider options, you will see the navigation here, arrows and dots. The autoplay is enabled. It's going to change the slides automatically. Pause on hover. If I move the cursor on it, it is going to pause the slide. Then we have pause on interaction. So if someone clicks on it, it is going to pause the slide. This is the speed of the autoplay, 500 millisecond. That is nothing but 5 seconds. So after every 5 seconds, it is going to change the slide. Infinite loop, it is going to keep on changing the slides. And this is the transition, slide or fade. If I change it to fade, you will see fade transition while changing the slide, or you can change it to slide. And content animation is up, right, left, or zoom. Let's change it to zoom, and you will see the zoom effect for the content. Right, so these are the basic settings for this slide. Now let's add one more section here and use the third one here. Click on plus sign and search for slide. This is the new one, carousel. Drag it and drop it here. So you will see three different columns where you can add different slides. So if I go here, slide 1 is the name, and slide 2, this is the slide 2, and this is the slide 3. So I can click on the plus sign, add a new column here, and in this column itself I can add different items. Okay, this one is image, video. In this column I want to add, let's say, image. Again, in this one I want to add, let's say, video. All right, so if I go to this entire slide, I can change the settings. Let's make it 1. So one slide will be shown, and it is a combination of videos and images. It's not videos and images, it can be anything. You can add anything in these three columns and they will keep on rotating. You can also add more slides, more columns, or the slides. It is a customized carousel that you can use as a home page. It can be only background, and on the background you can add some content, or you can add video in the second slide. In the third slide you can add image, or whatever you want to add, you can add in that slide. Delete this one, and we are going to use this one as the slider. Let's go to tablet view. This is how it is going to look on the tablet. Let's go to mobile view, and this is how it is going to look on the mobile device. This one looks too big, so I'm going to select the slide, go to style settings, go to title, and change the size to, let's say, 40. Now this one fits here. So for the mobile devices, it is going to use the size, font size 40, and for the desktop and tablet, it is going to use 60 font size. So this is how you can customize the element or the widget for different devices. Right, once done, you can click on publish, and that will be added on your home page. Let's go there. Let's go to home page, refresh it, and you will see the slider on the home page. Alright, now in the next video, we are going to add different sections on the home page.
Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to get more quick tips about online softwares and tools. If you have any questions, please leave us message in comments section. And press the like button if you like the video. Thanks for watching Quick Tips.